but sweet, they say, in the Toriko chapter of 390. Hi, for those who are watching, it's the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, bringing you a little update here. The thing is, this chapter says Akashia's goal, and yet we not sing a single bit do that. Turns out Pear's thinking was the voice of his brethren, or its brethren, could be heard within Akashia. As Midora keep on fighting despite the wounds, even showing I think his mightiest tongue technique yet. He still cannot completely manage to wound Akashia. And even Neo Akashia even eats half of Akashia's tongue and seems to copy that technique with his tail. And he then brags, in this world there are two types of people, those that eat and those that are eaten. In a way that is true in the Toriko world, but there's also those that have just survival instinct and only eating, similar to Toriko. And he claims that Neo is on top of that pyramid of food chain pyramid. But even so defiant, Midora says that your bullshit is annoying me. And so Toriko appears in a state of tranquil fury as he simply cuts through Akashia's tail and then grabs it from Midoriya and eats it, and saying, if there are only two types, then the one who will be eaten is you, Akashia. And so I thought Toriko will be taste changed from Pear into a raging machine, but it turns out no, he actually can control his emotions, and he then burns every single rage into his fists, which he greatly deliver to him. So Toriko once again shows his sportsmanship by saying thanking Midora for giving him the hint on how to really wound Neo. But Neo still warns him about that anything that gets eaten by Neo will never ever recover. But Toriko says that Neo has suffered great amount of damage that has not a single fear and despair in it, and it's only rage and anger. Well, Midora was pissed, and it's according to Toriko. He also mentions something like it seems Akashia's true self is wanting this to happen. Who knows? But Midora says he never had to have any fear, because the only time he did fear was from that mysterious third demon within Toriko. And so the earth begins to reach its end, but the anger of Neo Akashia has just begun. As he shows his final form, Toriko says, which one of us will achieve the gourmet dream? He says, isn't that the one that is closest to being a god? But Toriko says, no, which one is hungriest? And so we see Ichiru again in the soul world. See many different strange things. He suddenly sees a lot of different he sees different things. I think he's in looking at the things that Neo ate, because suddenly out of these bulbs a great amount of nitros are being born. So what does this mean? Does that mean that things that are eaten by Neo actually do get sent to the soul world? Who knows? But the earth is reaching its end, and this fight has to be wrapped up. All in all, short and sweet actions and a lot of gore. But who will have the power to defeat Akashia now? Only Toriko with his rage. But what is that Ichiru scene? I have no idea. Give me your thoughts if you have any.